It's finally here. What's going on YouTube? Super Insane 18 here, and I just woke up to a friend messaging me that the ban list is out. I have not seen it yet. It's very zoomed in because I set this up several days ago to make sure that I wouldn't be spoiled by anything and that we would have a very concise view of it. So let's go ahead and jump on in. I'm very curious to see. We've been waiting long enough. Let's see what the ban list has in store for us. Oh, okay, so right off the bat, we've got Arch Nemesis Protos banned, which, I mean, everybody was expecting. The card is very oppressive. It's one of those cards that just says you're not allowed to play the game, so it makes sense that it would be banned. We have Eva Banned. Okay, that's definitely interesting. I don't think Drytron was doing enough to warrant the ban on Eva. Let's go ahead. Okay, Maxi is still banned, unfortunately. I was definitely looking for that. That is something that I wanted to... I really wanted it to come back to 3, especially with Master Duel. I really don't think that Maxi is a problem. Go ahead and debate down in the comments. I really don't care what kind of names you want to call me. I really do think Maxi should have come back. Let's see. Okay, so nothing else banned. We see that Thunder Dragon Colossus is still banned, which I didn't think it was going to get unbanned for any reason. I mean, that card is just really oppressive. Okay, so we have Samorg Bird of Sovereignty banned as well. That is definitely a hit to the Tri-Brigade Lyrilusk, not one that I predicted. But with that banned, we can no longer just summon the Barrier Statue or the Apex Avion from the deck. I think that's fair. Yeah, I definitely think that's fair for the deck because you can still make your Utopic F-Zero, you can still make your Ensemble Robin, and you still have ways to interrupt your opponent. You just don't get a free Omni Negate or a free you're not allowed to special summon out of it. That definitely makes sense to me. Do we have anything else banned? Okay, Imperial Order. Thank God. This is the one card that I just told myself, if this doesn't get banned, I don't want to play the game anymore, and that is because Imperial Order is just such a blowout card. The fact that the main counters for Imperial Order are the cards that it stops, if you don't have the quick play on the activation of Imperial Order, you're pretty much doomed to just lose to it unless you're playing something very niche like a way to out it with a trap or like a Nightmare Phoenix. But then Nightmare Phoenix is kind of that double-edged sword because you out the Imperial Order but you waste the materials that you would need to combo to make the Phoenix. So it's just kind of like hit or miss there. I'm definitely glad that that was banned. Okay, so it's actually turning out to be a pretty good list, actually. I know the last few lists had the community rather upset, but that looks like it's it for the band. So the overall thoughts that I have on it, definitely good. The Eva and the Samorg were not expected for me. We didn't see Scythe banned, which is a little unfortunate because now we still get to do the Dagda DPE combos. We also didn't see Verte banned. So Verte is still going to run the meta with cards like Dragoon and cards like DPE. So we are still going to have, and we have that new branded stuff coming out, the fusions, so we'll see where that goes, but still I think it is a very good hit for the list so far. Let's see what is limited, if anything. Okay, we have Astrograph Sorcerer back to 1. That is... Ooh, actually, I wasn't paying attention. Is Electromite back? Ooh, okay, now I'm a little excited. So we have Astrograph back to 1, and I think that's fair. At 3, it's a little broken because you can play it in things that aren't necessarily Pendulum. Like, I know for a while when Cosmo was relevant, people were playing Astrograph Sorcerer and Cosmo, summoning Dark Destroyer to search another Dark Destroyer by popping their Dark Destroyer, then summoning the Astrograph Sorcerer. So we'll see what this does for the meta. Hopefully it's just a nice little boost for Pendulums. We have Destrudo back. Okay, I actually really like that. Destrudo is a very good card. I don't really understand why it was banned to begin with. I mean, you have to pay half your... Excuse me, you have to pay half your life points to summon it from the grave anyway. So that back to 1 is interesting. Fairy Tail Snow, okay, I'm really happy about that, and Lunalite Tiger. Those are some really good ones. Fairy Tail Snow is one of my favorite cards. I played a 60-card zombie deck back when grass was a thing, and Snow was just awesome in there. What else do we have limited? Okay, so Recital Starling, that is definitely something that I predicted as well if you go back and watch that ban list prediction video. It is not once per turn on the search, so I think that is a little bit broken with how easy it is to make. It does actually also slow down Tri-Brigade Lyrilusk entirely. You can no longer just Recital Starling, F-Zero Utopic Dragon, so we'll need to find new ways into that and see where we can go. What else do we have? Okay, Monster Gate is now limited. I'm not quite sure why. That's a little bit of an odd pick for me. Pot of Desires. What? Was Pot of Desires that big of an issue? I mean... Okay, I'm just trying to wrap my head around this one, because, like, I don't think that was limit-worthy. I don't know, that might be the weirdest pick of the list. And that's it for limited. Okay, we see Hero Lives going to 2, which I also predicted. Fusion Destiny went to 2, Nadir Servant, Salamangreat Circle, and Scapegoat. That is definitely very interesting. Let's just go ahead and throw the rest of the list on the screen. Okay, hold on, let me zoom out because it's not letting me show. There we go. All right, sorry about that, guys. For some reason, it wasn't letting me show you guys the rest of the list. I had to change that around a bit. So we do have a lot of changes. I predicted the Hero Destiny, or the Hero Lives. Fusion Destiny, okay, understandable. I don't think it should have gone to 2 just yet, but I can see why. Nadir Servant, perfectly fine. Salamangreat Circle, I don't think that matters. Scapegoat's a little bit of a weird pick. There's still some weird shenanigans you can do with Link Summoning and Scapegoat. We predicted Danger Nessie and Skullcrobat Joker coming off the list entirely. Red Eyes Darkness Metal makes sense because it was errata. Predicted Emergency Teleport. Raigeki I don't think matters. Skill Drain though. Skill Drain could be a problem. Especially, you know, if you guys have been playing Master Duel at all and you see Eldritch with 3 Skill Drain, I mean, that I'm not so sure about. But definitely a very interesting list. We did get a lot of predictions right. We got the Protos, we got the Recital Starling, we got the Danger Nessie, Skullcrobat, and Emergency Teleport. We got Hero Lives, so I'm happy to see that our prediction was at least kind of on the nose. I still think Scythe should have been banned. I still think Verte should have been banned, but we'll see where the format goes. Definitely an interesting ban list. I definitely prefer this to those little crappy lists that we've been getting where they maybe limit 1 card and call it a day, or there was that one list where they literally didn't change anything other than bringing like 2 or 3 cards back to 3. So definitely a good list. I'm excited for the new format. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Maybe consider backing me on Patreon, because for just $1, you can support me in a way that I would never be able to tell you how much I appreciate. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this new format, and I will see you next time.